friends.
Hi.
I'm Ben. This is John. We are My Smart Team at Exit Realty First, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about two really important things. First, one awesome thing that's happening in the community, and next, cool element of what we get to do as realtors is we teach people how to be excellent at listing and how to be excellent at buying. Today we're going to talk about one element of listing. So first, we want to talk about what's happening in our community. Do you remember what we were talking about?
I do.
Okay.
It's some guy by the name of Joe went on a trip.
What?
Joseph's Journey.
Joseph's Journey. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. Trippy Joseph. That's the other.
So I think,
term
Ben, you're
for it.
playing in that.
Yeah,
right?
I am. Yeah, I don't sing. I don't dance. I don't talk. But I play the bass guitar. So, yeah.
And that's going to be at Michigan Theater.
It is this year. Super
And it's going to be
exciting.
more than one
Yes.
performance.
Yeah. So what Joseph's Journey is Christmas story in a really fun way with all 80s music. So I got to play, playing bass for 80s music is a blast. I got to play music from Journey and Bon Jovi and Cyndi Lauper and a ton of other artists. It's a blast. So some of you may, because you know me and I know you, and you know the church that is putting on Joseph's Journey, may have gone to it last year. It's actually a different show this year, even though it goes by the same title. We added a few different elements, which is really exciting. We brought
Did you bring one of those mirror balls?
mirror balls, a disco ball?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. No, we didn't.
Okay.
But that's a good idea. This year we added a song. I'm going to say the song, and I think you'll know the artist. We added Endless Love. That is happening on December the 21st and 22nd. The 21st is at 6 o'clock. It's a Saturday. The 22nd is at 4. Both of those shows are at the Michigan Theater, downtown Jackson. I'm really excited for the opportunity to play there. It's been a long time since
How
I
much
played
money
at
do you
Michigan
have to
Theater.
get in?
It's free.
Free is pretty cool.
Yeah, cool free.
Since it's free this year.
Yeah,
Oh, it was free last year.
it was free last
I'm going to try to make it this year.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. What are we talking about?
We're talking about the value of a show-ready home. Place.
Place.
Cool. So one element of what we do is we help people, we coach people through the listing process, because the listing process is a lot about marketing and a lot about doing the right things on our end of everything, but we can't be everywhere all the time, and when you list a house, it depends on you. You are doing a lot of the legwork to get your house sold. You experienced that recently, where a seller did the legwork and it was an incredible experience because the seller was just ready for it.
What's amazing about it, Ben, is this family, it's not my listing, by the way.
Yeah,
Another
yeah.
agent has done a good job working with their seller. They have 4 small children.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell that by pictures, number one. And number two, they had child safety gates at the top and bottom of the stairs, and they had some child-proof doorknobs.
Yeah, and if you open up the cabinets, they probably didn't all open, that kind of thing.
Actually, we
our
didn't open
snack
the
drawer,
cabinets.
so, yeah.
But the house was, all the lights were on when we got there.
Yeah.
It was sparkling clean, and there was nothing to trip over. So those small things mean tons when you're showing a house and having it ready to go. So the agent did a good job of having them have the house ready.
Yeah.
Clean, ready to go, nothing to trip over,
Mm-hmm.
and I was so appreciative. In fact, I gave feedback to the agent regarding that. So having a house show ready by having it clean and stuff picked up means tons. There's a lot more goes into it.
Yeah.
But I was appreciative of that, and especially when I recognized, man, there are 4 small children here.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
Yeah, we have 3 small children, and it is impossible to keep the house clean.
It is.
Around children. So one element that I want to talk about is we actually have a listing that's up on the market, and we wanted the experience of the person buying the house to be absolutely incredible. So we asked for showings to be a little bit delayed. There's a reason why we do this. When you list a house, I'm going to stand up. Follow me. Okay, we're good. Okay, great. When you list a house on the market, there is a certain level of interest in that house, and that interest changes the amount of time that it's actually on the market. When your house goes on the market, it takes a little bit of time, maybe a few hours, for the house to gain any traction. So in those first hour, we'll call this 1 hour, the interest in your house goes from 0 when it was unlisted all the way up to a huge amount of interest. Because of digital listings, because everything is online, people get notified as soon as a house comes on the market and they show some interest in it. If the house is perfectly show ready, there's opportunities for that person to get into the house, and this is the time where you want to attract all the people that you possibly can. As the listing goes on in time, as time passes, the level of interest kind of starts waning. After about a week or so, the amount of interest in a listing on the market has diminished significantly, probably at least about half of the people interested in that house. Either they have gone to another house, they've picked something else, or they're just not interested in it anymore. And then after about a week's time, it slowly fades. And then there's never no interest in it, it just slowly fades to a minimum amount of interest. And in some houses that changes, but this is the general rule over time. So if you're going to list a house, it's always best to have it perfectly ready before it hits the market, unless there are extenuating circumstances. In which case, you haven't hit the market, you deal with some of that, and we're great at navigating those waters. You're great at navigating those waters when we don't have the ideal listing. Still getting a really great price for our sellers who we represent.
Yep. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So we've talked enough about all of that. We hope that you guys are able to come out to Joseph's Journey. It's a really incredible show.
It's a great thing leading up to Christmas.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah. Awesome. All right.
Appreciate that.
Thanks so much. We'll see you guys next week. We're Ben and John with My Smart Team at Exit Realty First. See you next week.
See you next week.
There's only you in my life.